What is going on, everybody? It's Overcome from Reconstruction Gaming, and we are doing Chapter 10 All Collectibles in Uncharted 4. So right here at the very beginning, now guys, Chapter 10 does look a little confusing because you're driving a Jeep. It is mostly linear. There's only certain ways you can go. I, for one, was scared a lot making this video just because of how big and open it is. All the collectibles are in areas kind of would be in areas that you would go to, excluding just a few here. But the first one, right in the very beginning, like you're going to come around a few corners and you're going to come up, you'll recognize the stair set on the left. You just got to climb up here in the corner and grab that first treasure. So right after that, you're going to come into this big open area. Now you're supposed to go to the right and go across that bridge up there. But before you do that, come over here and go behind the waterfall. Because if we have learned anything from Uncharted games, always look behind a waterfall. So just drive carefully right around here. We're actually going to grab two here. So I actually have like a light controller malfunction here, and I did not want to pull. I don't know if it was the controller or if it was the game, but you got to pull this block down off of this platform up here. And for some reason it wouldn't let me grab it, so I had to come back and pull it again. And then it wouldn't. The triangle prompt wouldn't work to let me grab it. So I do apologize about that. But once you do grab it, just bring it right over here. And we're going to climb up top and we're going to grab two. Right there on the barrel is going to be the treasure, which is going to be a cool little shotgun or a pistol or something of some sort. And then right over here, we're going to find a note. And like I said in the previous video, make sure you flip them. Sometimes they won't even let you put it away until you do. So just a friendly tip. But anyways, a little later on, you're going to have to come up here and you're going to have to use your winch for the first time to pull your Jeep up on that tree that's right on the top of the mud hill. You cannot drive up there. Trust me, I've tried. Just climb up these stairs, and before you grab the winch and do that, we're going to grab a couple of collectibles right up here. One is going to be this journal note right here. You're going to talk and do this.
Captain of the Fiery Dragon, operated out of Madagascar around Avery's time.
And then the next one is going to be actually right above us. We're just going to climb up here, right here to the left of where we're standing. As soon as we can get control of our character again, there we go. We're just going to climb up here and grab the next one.
Whatever the case, this certainly isn't our final stop on our tour.
So right after you use the winch there to pull your Jeep up, you're going to come around. You're going to come around a couple corners, but you will see this. You have to drive right by this. You'll see these little two structures right here. Just get out of the car, and it's going to be right here in front on this box.
Yeah, back in a sec.
Then once you grab that, get back into your Jeep, and you're just going to drive forward a little bit. It's going to be very, very shortly after that, and you're going to come up. You're going to see this like structure where you can go around. We're just going to go up here to the top, and we're going to go right inside this like little cave system, I guess you can call it. But you just want to jump up this rock and come up to the left, and it's going to be sitting right over here on top of another box. Now, for some reason, some of these treasures, they take a few seconds to pop. But they will pop up. Anyways, right after the first encounter, you'll have to come here for story path. You can't miss it. Just before you leave, blow up that door with that plunger there. Apparently I missed a guy. Then come in here and just grab this journal entry.
By explosions. Rafe can't be happy about that.
Look, another sigil.
Damn it, Rafe and Nadine must have dozens of guys out here. I mean, they could just stumble onto the treasure through blind luck.
Alright, so once you take down the bridge and you drive across, Nate's going to ask Sully about Nadine, like how well he knows her and stuff. That's how you know you're getting close to this. Just drive around to the left, basically taking the long way around, and you're just going to jump on the structure, and it's going to be in the second windowsill once you get up here.
I'll be right back.
Right there. So then once you grab that, get back in the Jeep, and we're going to continue moving forward. Now this is going to be a little after that. You're going to come to this big open area. I believe it's actually the next area, big area that you get to. This is going to be this part of the video is going to be a lot of going from location to location. So from right here, I'm not going to do a lot of editing right here just because these areas can get a little confusing. So I'm just going to drive from location to location. But you're going to want to jump up here, use your car's hood so you can reach, and you're going to blow up this set of barrels. It's going to blow the top off of this. We're just going to jump down and we're going to grab our collectible, which I believe is a treasure. There also is a pistol or the flintlock down here if you guys still need that. But alright, so as soon as you're done with that, you're going to go back up the same way you came and you're going to get back in your Jeep. Now you're just going to drive over basically to the other side of this. So I'm just going to let this go and I'll be back with you in just a moment.
Hey, Sam, you don't mind me asking, how'd you pass the time in prison?
You know, reading, mostly. There was just one guard saw me as a charity case, I guess. He'd check out books from the library for me.
What would you read?
History, especially anything related to Avery and other pirates. Just in case, you know.
Sure.
But you know, besides...
Okay, so once you get up to this well, excuse me, park your Jeep right there, because you're going to want to actually grab the winch for this. For some reason my controls were not wanting to work. Grab the winch and then you're going to want to jump down the well.
Might come in handy.
So then we're just going to follow it around to the right, and then we're going to jump across and we're going to tie to that pole that's in the back left corner here. And that's basically going to give us a way to jump over there where you can kind of see where you can climb up. So once you attach it, you'll tell Sully to back up the Jeep and he'll pull this down for you. Now once he pulls that down for you, you're just going to jump on it, go to the right here, and we're going to just jump up here and we're going to grab our next treasure. Now from this location, there's one more in this little cave down here. Just turn right around and you're going to want to jump down right down here. I just go right in the water. You can climb up and go to the left if you want, but I'm going to jump right down here in the water, swim up here, and then it's going to be right here on the left, right behind this wooden pillar.
Damn, these pirates weren't messing around.
But anyways, in the next big area that you get to, we're actually going to grab 3 right here back to back. So I'm not going to do any cutting or editing in this part. I'm going to just try to get it, at least when I'm traveling from point A to point B. So we're going to come up here and we're going to come up to this path to the left. Now this isn't story path. So just the big area that we first walked into is story path, but this right here is, I don't think this is story path. So you're just going to want to keep driving around. Controls in the Jeep are a little wonky. It'll take you a little bit to get used to. But once you get used to it, you'll be just fine doing it. But anyways, the reason we're going to go to this one first, because this one doesn't have any enemies in it. So you're just going to get out on this barrel in the back left. I'm sure you can already see it sparkling from here. You're just going to grab that. And then we're basically just going to turn around and we're going to go to the next spot. The next spot, we're just going to drive down pretty much the way we came up, but I did not go around the path. I just kind of drive right off the mountain here. The Jeep is pretty indestructible, I've learned. So I'm just going to drive down this way. You guys can drive around if you want, or you can go down this way too if you want. Whatever way, up to you. But anyways, we're going to go to this cave that's over here to the left that we kind of drove by, but not really. So we're going to go over here now, and we're just basically going to be going through this tunnel, and it's going to be the same thing as the other one, shooting the exploding barrels to blow up the top and then drop down to grab something. There are enemies here, so I'm going to use the power of editing to make them all disappear here in just a second. But there will be enemies here, clear them out. Now, the barrels here got blown up by either one of my teammates here or an enemy or something, but I will aim at the spot where the explosive barrels are if they do not get shot off. But they're right there. But once you blow that up, just drop down here and we're going to grab another treasure. It's going to be right here on top of this barrel. And then once again, it's going to be driving right to another location. So I will see you guys in just a minute.
You were saying, Nate?
Oh, yeah. What was he like?
Soft-spoken but intense, like you could explode at the slightest provocation.
Well, he hasn't changed much then, has he?
I got my money and got the hell out of there.
So, pirate walks into him,
Oh, great. Here we go.
and he's got the steering wheel sticking out of his crotch.
All right.
So this is the story path, technically, this when you're going around the top here. But before you continue on, just take a left around here and come up, go up these this rock ramp up here, and we're going to be going up to another area with enemies in it. Now, once again, I'm going to use the power of editing here to take out the enemies. But once you take out all the enemies, you're just going to come down here and there's going to be a plunger, another door to blow up. But this time we're going to grab a treasure instead of a journal entry. So the plunger is right over here. And then once you blow it up, you're just going to walk in and walk down the hall. And at the end on the floor will be the treasure. Okay, so continue on with the story. Very shortly after, you're going to come over this hump. You're going to see that tower over here in the background, and you're going to have to drive across this very narrow path around to the left here to get to it.
Check it out, boys.
So we're actually going to do 4 things here. We're going to grab a journal entry, we're going to have 2 optional conversations, and we are going to have a treasure at the end. So right there, while looking at it, you can hit triangle on it, and it will do a journal entry for you. Now after this, you're just going to want to walk up here and then walk over to the ledge on the left. Once Sully and Sam get up here, it'll trigger a conversation that you can start, you know, how you can see everybody around and our houses and, you know, stuff like that. But once the initial conversation is over, both Sam and Sully will have an optional conversation. Now in my first playthrough, Sam's popped up first, which is why I'm standing close to him, but in this playthrough, when I was actually doing the recording, Sully's popped up first. So they both will pop up. It's clearly random at who pops up first, but grab both of them. You'll have to talk to them for just a minute.
Hell, I'd be lying if I said
And then once Sully's done or once Sam's done, go over to the other one.
Me too.
If by any reason you guys do run into an issue where one of them doesn't pop, all you have to do is just restart checkpoint. If you restart checkpoint, I believe you'll have to re-grab the journal entry. But I did not run into this issue either playthrough. This is the second time I played through it as of this recording. So I have not personally run into that, but I've heard sometimes optional conversations don't like to pop in certain areas. But once you finish talking to both of them, we're just going to climb up here and we're just going to climb around the back of it and grab our treasure. It's going to be not at the very top, but it's going to be in the little nook up here on the back side of it. Right there. And then once you grab that, you're going to come up to a bridge area. You're going to say, oh, we must have beat them here. We're the first ones here.
Check the place out and keep moving.
But before you go and do the bridge mechanism and, you know, do all that for the story, just walk up here and grab this journal entry.
To protect something.
Such as pirate treasure?
Maybe. Another sigil.
So, do you recognize this one?
I do, actually. Anne Bonny. Operated out of the Caribbean. Thought she died in jail.
At least that's what the stories tell us.
Right.
Avery must have invited her too.
So anyways, after that, once you do the bridge thing, you're going to come up these stairs. And it's going to be like a little mini cutscene of making you look at the tower while you walk up the stairs. And then once you get up to the top here, you're just going to look to the left. And you're right back here in the back right corner, you're going to see a box. The treasure is going to be right on the corner of this. But once you break that door down that we just walked past, that's the story path. You're going to go through a little bit of a story there. But the last 2 is going to be right here at the very end when you're lifting up this gate and you tell Sam to hold up because he's too excited and has to go down. There's going to be one to the left and there's going to be one to the right. Now don't walk down the stairs because that'll start the end cutscene and you'll have to come back and do all that over again just to grab these last few. So grab that one behind there. Now you can use, I believe you can use a gun. I just use a grenade. You just got to throw one at these set of boxes here in the left corner here. And then it's going to be right here. But I really hope this guide was useful. I hope to see you guys in Chapter 11. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe.